Was Taehyung truly okay when he walked out of the Celine show 2025 in Paris with that signature V-like smile? Or was it all just a mask to cover his fatigue? Why didn't Jungkook, who is known for always sensing Taehyung's emotions even from a distance, catch on earlier? And what does this reveal about their unspoken bond that has held strong even during their military hiatus? Fans are left stunned and emotional as new details emerge suggesting Taehyung hid his tiredness. Not because he didn't trust Jungkook, but because he didn't want to weigh him down while Jungkook was busy too. The revelation has ARMY questioning how deep BTS's sacrifices for each other truly go. It all started like a fairy tale. Taehyung's appearance at Celine's Paris show was met with thunderous applause, his visuals once again proving why he is regarded as one of the most iconic fashion figures of his generation. Cameras flashed, fans screamed, and social media erupted with admiration for his effortless elegance and magnetic presence. But underneath the tailored luxury and carefully curated confidence, was Taehyung's body crying out for rest? Was the disheveled hair, slightly pale skin, and unusually quiet demeanor after the show a silent SOS that only now fans are piecing together? The internet began buzzing after several clips surfaced of Taehyung leaving the event. His walk seemed slower than usual, his smile more reserved, and his eyes, normally sparkling, looked a little tired under the bright Paris lights. ARMYs, ever the keen observers, noticed how his usually perfect posture sagged slightly as he got into his car. He looked stunning, but also fragile. It's like he was holding himself together just for us, one fan commented on Twitter, now X, as the clip gained millions of views overnight. But why would Taehyung push through such exhaustion? Why not simply rest and let the world wait? The answer, it seems, lies in his own words from past interviews and the relationship he shares with his members, particularly Jungkook. In an older-run BTS episode, Taehyung once jokingly said to Jungkook, "You worry too much about me, Kookie. You're like my mom sometimes." At the time, ARMY laughed at their banter, but now those words hit differently. Sources close to the group have hinted that Taehyung might have been aware Jungkook was already stressed with his own schedules and didn't want to add to his burden. Jungkook, who had been preparing for a private project and recently completed his military service, was reportedly in contact with Taehyung during his Paris trip. He checks in on him often. They have this habit of texting each other whenever one of them travels, the source revealed. What's heartbreaking is that fans now suspect Taehyung intentionally downplayed his fatigue in those texts. His updates to Jungkook were reportedly cheerful, full of photos from Paris and messages like, "Don't worry, I'm having fun. You focus on your rest too." But behind those reassuring words, was he silently battling jet lag, back-to-back fittings, rehearsals, and the pressure of being the center of global attention? Jungkook's reaction, once he learned about Taehyung's condition, has been described as visibly shaken. A behind-the-scenes video posted by a staff member showed Jungkook pacing around their shared practice room a few days later, his phone in hand, his expression tight with worry. At one point, he reportedly murmured, "Why didn't he say anything? He should have told me." This clip, though quickly deleted, was screen-recorded by fans and has since been widely shared. Fans are now torn between admiration and heartbreak. On one hand, Taehyung's determination to not let his exhaustion overshadow his Paris appearance is seen as yet another testament to his professionalism and love for his fans. On the other hand, many are upset that he felt he had to hide his struggles even from Jungkook. Comments like, "This is the curse of being an idol. They don't even allow themselves to look tired," and "Taehyung needs to know it's okay to lean on Jungkook too," have flooded online communities, adding fuel to the fire. A Paris-based journalist who attended the Celine show recalled seeing Taehyung sit down backstage moments after the event, his stylists fanning him and handing him water. He smiled and waved when someone approached, but the second he thought no one was watching, his shoulders dropped. "He looked exhausted but didn't complain," she said. This eyewitness account has ARMY piecing together a narrative of quiet endurance, where Taehyung masked his own needs for the sake of appearances and perhaps for Jungkook's peace of mind. But why is Jungkook taking this so personally? Those familiar with their dynamic know that Jungkook has always been fiercely protective of Taehyung. During concerts, he's often spotted keeping an eye on him, handing him water, or adjusting his mic pack. One viral clip from 2022 showed Jungkook catching Taehyung when he nearly tripped during a performance, whispering, "Be careful, Tae." It's this same protectiveness that's now leaving fans worried about Jungkook's emotional state upon realizing Taehyung had been suffering silently. What does this mean for the group moving forward? Some insiders suggest that Jungkook has already made plans to visit Taehyung to make sure he rests properly this time. Others hint that their upcoming reunion could be bittersweet, with Jungkook likely confronting Taehyung about why he felt the need to endure alone. He'll probably scold him in that soft Jungkook way, a staff member joked. But it's only because he cares too much. The story has ignited larger conversations about idol culture, friendship, and the unseen burdens BTS members carry. Fans are asking hard questions. How often do idols hide their exhaustion? How many smiles are masks? And most painfully, how many times has Taehyung done this before without anyone noticing? As speculation continues, one thing is clear. The bond between Taehyung and Jungkook remains unshakable, even in moments of hidden pain. Perhaps this incident will lead to even deeper communication between the two, with Jungkook reminding Taehyung that it's okay to let someone else be strong for a while. The final twist? Hours after the news broke, Taehyung posted a photo on Instagram, a quiet Paris street at sunset, captioned simply with a purple heart emoji. Was it his way of telling ARMY he's okay? Or was it a subtle signal to Jungkook, a reassurance that no words could express? Either way, the world waits with bated breath for their next interaction. Will Jungkook confront Taehyung publicly during their reunion? Will Taehyung finally open up about what really happened in Paris? Or will they both, in true BTS fashion, choose to address it through music and let their lyrics speak louder than words? For now, all we know is this. Behind Taehyung's disheveled hair, his tired eyes, and his unwavering smile lies a story of resilience, sacrifice, and a friendship that continues to move millions. Armies continue to flood social media with messages of love and support. One fan perhaps said it best. "Even if you hide your tiredness from us, Taehyung, we'll always notice. And so will Jungkook. Please take care of yourself because we can't afford to lose that smile, not even for a moment." Taehyung's hidden battle in Paris. How Jungkook's sixth sense may have arrived too late. The story doesn't end with a purple heart on Instagram. In fact, for many fans, that single emoji felt like the beginning of a deeper mystery. What was Taehyung trying to say, without words? Was it an assurance for ARMY, or a silent apology to Jungkook for keeping him in the dark? As fans decode every post, every public move, and every rumor, one thing is clear. Taehyung's decision to mask his exhaustion after the Celine show 2025 has set off an emotional storm inside BTS and across the fandom. Behind the flawless Celine runway moment, Paris was demanding more of Taehyung than anyone imagined. Multiple fashion insiders have now shared accounts of the intense pace leading up to the show. Fittings lasted until the early morning. Rehearsals for his walking sequence were held in freezing weather, and Taehyung attended back-to-back meetings with brand executives. A makeup artist revealed, even when he was visibly tired, he insisted on perfecting every detail. He didn't want anyone, especially his fans, to notice his fatigue. But it wasn't just ARMY Taehyung was trying to shield. Insiders close to BTS claim that before leaving for Paris, Taehyung had a long call with Jungkook. During that call, Jungkook allegedly reminded him to eat well, get enough sleep, and don't push yourself too hard just for appearances. Those words reportedly stayed with Taehyung. So much so that he felt guilty each time he skipped meals or powered through exhaustion. He didn't want Jungkook to worry while serving his own schedules. He thought he could handle it alone, the source explained. Yet Jungkook's intuition, something fans have dubbed his Taehyung radar, may have sensed something amiss. During a live broadcast after his own schedule, Jungkook was asked by a fan if he had seen Taehyung's Paris photos. He smiled, nodding, but then grew uncharacteristically quiet. "He looks good. Always good," Jungkook said softly, his tone laced with something fans couldn't quite place. Was it pride, worry, or both?